Your 20s are a time of exploration and growth, but they can also be filled with pitfalls. It's a decade where we're figuring things out, careers, relationships, who we are, and it's easy to make mistakes along the way. But what if we could navigate this time with a little more wisdom and foresight? What if we could learn from the experiences of others and avoid some of the common traps that hold people back? That's what we're diving into today. We're going to uncover the biggest mistakes people make in their 20s and, more importantly, how you can avoid them. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get started. Let's talk about money. It can be an uncomfortable topic, especially in your 20s when you might be starting out in your career or figuring out your finances. But trust me, starting early is crucial. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to saving. This is where the magic of compound interest comes in. It's this incredible force that allows your money to grow exponentially over time. Basically, you earn interest not only on your initial savings but also on the accumulated interest. The earlier you start, the bigger that snowball gets, and the more you benefit from this snowball effect. Imagine two scenarios, one where you start saving $100 a month at 20, and another where you start at 30. By the time you reach retirement, the difference in savings can be staggering. Start by setting aside a small percentage of your income each month, even if it's just 5 or 10%. The key is to start now and let the power of compound interest work its magic. Your 20s are a time when you're practically invincible, right? You can pull all-nighters, survive on a diet of ramen noodles, and still function the next day. But those habits catch up to you. Think of your body like a high-performance car. If you want it to run smoothly, you've got to take care of it. Fuel it with nutritious foods, plenty of water, and regular exercise. Healthy choices now will pay off in the long run. The healthier you are now, the better equipped you'll be for life. Networking. It's a word that can sometimes feel forced or inauthentic. But here's the thing. Networking is simply about building genuine connections with other people. It's about sharing ideas, learning from others, and expanding your circle of support. In your 20s, you're entering a world of possibilities. You're meeting new people, exploring different career paths, and figuring out where you fit in. Networking can be a powerful tool to help you navigate this exciting yet sometimes overwhelming time. Think of it like planting seeds. The more connections you make, the more opportunities you create for yourself. You never know where a conversation might lead, a new job opportunity, a valuable mentor, a lifelong friendship. So how do you network authentically? Start by attending industry events, workshops, or meetups related to your interests. Don't be afraid to strike up conversations with people, ask questions, listen actively, and be genuinely interested in learning about their experiences. Remember, networking is not just about what you can get, it's about what you can give. Chapter 4. Staying in a comfort zone. Your comfort zone. It's a cozy place where everything feels familiar and safe. But growth rarely happens within the confines of our comfort zones. Think of your comfort zone like a small circle. Outside that circle lies a vast expanse of unexplored potential. Stepping outside your comfort zone can be scary. It means facing your fears and embracing uncertainty. But it's in those moments of discomfort that you discover your true potential. Chapter 5. Not learning continuously. Remember when you thought you knew everything fresh out of school? It's easy to think that once you've finished a certain level of education, learning stops. But here's the truth. The world is constantly evolving, and to keep up, we need to be lifelong learners. Think of your mind like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Learning new things keeps your mind sharp, expands your knowledge base, and opens up new ways of thinking. In today's fast-paced world, industries are changing, new technologies are emerging, and the skills that are in demand are evolving. By embracing continuous learning, you make yourself adaptable, valuable, and future-proof. It can be as simple as reading books, listening to podcasts, taking online courses, or attending workshops. The key is to be curious, ask questions, and never stop exploring new topics. It's an ongoing journey of discovery that can enrich your life in countless ways. Chapter 6. Poor time management. Time is a precious commodity, and it's easy to feel like there's never enough of it. Between work, relationships, personal commitments, and trying to maintain some semblance of a social life, it's no wonder that time management is a struggle for many. But here's the thing. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's not about having more time. It's about using the time we have effectively. It's about being intentional with our schedules, setting boundaries, and prioritizing what truly matters. Start by identifying your time wasters. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media? Are you getting bogged down by unnecessary tasks? Once you've identified your time-sucking culprits, you can start to implement strategies to reclaim your time. Try techniques like time blocking, where you schedule specific blocks of time for different tasks. Remember, effective time management is not about cramming more into your day. It's about designing a life that feels balanced and fulfilling. Chapter 7. The world is a vast and incredible place filled with diverse cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and experiences that will stay with you for a lifetime. Yet so many people put off travel, citing reasons like finances, time constraints, or fear of the unknown. While it's true that travel can be expensive and time-consuming, the experiences and perspectives you gain are priceless. Traveling exposes you to new cultures, broadens your horizons, and challenges your assumptions about the world. It pushes you outside of your comfort zone, forces you to adapt to new environments, and helps you develop a deeper understanding and appreciation for the world around you. Traveling doesn't have to mean extravagant trips around the world. It can be as simple as exploring a neighboring town, going on a road trip to a nearby state, or even just visiting a local museum or cultural event. The memories and experiences you create through travel will last a lifetime. Chapter 8. Ignoring mental health. In a world that often prioritizes hustle and achievement, it's easy to neglect our mental health. We push ourselves relentlessly, striving for success and validation, often at the expense of our own well-being. But here's the truth. Mental health is just as important as physical health. It's the foundation upon which everything else in our lives is built. When we neglect our mental health, it affects every aspect of our being, our relationships, our work, our overall happiness. Ignoring signs of burnout, anxiety, or depression is not a badge of honor, it's a recipe for disaster. Just like we wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor when we're physically unwell, we shouldn't hesitate to seek professional help when our mental health is suffering. There's no shame in asking for help. Therapists, counselors, and mental health professionals are there to provide guidance, tools, and a safe space to process our emotions and develop coping mechanisms. Prioritizing your mental well-being is not selfish. It's an act of self-love and a gift you give to yourself and those around you. Chapter 9. Not setting goals. Imagine setting sail on a ship without a destination in mind. You might drift aimlessly, tossed about by the currents, unsure of where you're headed or how to get there. That's what it's like going through life without setting goals. Goals provide us with direction, purpose, and a roadmap for achieving our aspirations. They give us something to strive for, a sense of accomplishment when we achieve them, and valuable lessons learned along the way. Setting goals isn't about restricting yourself or limiting your options. It's about creating a framework for growth and achievement. It's about identifying what truly matters to you and taking intentional steps to make it happen. Start by setting both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals can be stepping stones that lead to larger, long-term aspirations. Choose goals that excite you, that align with your values, and that inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Chapter 10. Comparing yourself to others. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We scroll through curated feeds, bombarded with images of seemingly perfect lives, the dream jobs, the picture-perfect relationships, the exotic vacations. It's easy to feel like we're falling behind, that our lives don't measure up. But here's the thing. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. We're comparing our behind the scenes to everyone else's carefully crafted facades. It's a recipe for self-doubt, insecurity, and a constant feeling of inadequacy. Remember, everyone is on their own unique journey. Your path is not meant to look like anyone else's. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own growth, your own progress, your own definition of success. Celebrate the wins, big and small. Your worth is not determined by external validation or comparison to others. Outro: the journey ahead. Your 20s are a crucial time for laying the foundation of your future. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can set yourself up for a successful and fulfilling life. Start small, take it one step at a time, and be kind to yourself along the way. Life is a journey, not a destination. and the lessons you learn in your 20s will shape the person you become. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more educational and inspirational content.